Yeah. All right, so we'll see what develops. Right now, they are holding the line. They are staying back there. So we'll see what develops here coming up soon. More reports, INFOWARS.com. Live from Ferguson, Ferguson, Missouri. Getting little parched out here. We've been out here for a long time, but you see people have moved back. So stay tuned for more reports.
You must leave the entire area.
Oh, now I got to leave the entire area.
Fuck you. That is okay. The peaceful assembly is no longer peaceful. You must return to your vehicles or return to your homes.
There you go again. The curfew. You got to go home, right?
Subject to arrest. You must leave the area.
So a block away because one guy threw a bottle. Now we can't have a First Amendment.
Return to your homes.
And these guys are throwing tear gas.
You will be subject to arrest if you fail to comply.
And you will have a constitutional case on your hands.
I mean, how can they feel threatened when you're... Look how far we are from them. Look, here are my feet. Here's this guy's feet I've been talking to.
We're good 200 feet away.
Yeah, and the guy said we walked a block away. Yeah. And I mean, or a block away from these guys. Now this is a completely constitution-free zone because one guy threw a bottle.
One person.
One person. And that's how it happens. They have a complete army back there. And you say, what do you mean army? We counted before, they have at least 70 guys in heavy armor. I mean, that's a pretty good invasion force. How many guys they send to go get Bin Laden, if you believe everything about that story, but that's a whole nother issue. So, yeah, that's what happened. And here come some people, peaceful people. They're just trying to get out the Constitution-free zone.
That's just some journalists.
Yeah, just some journalists. They had to get their gear. Yeah.
I know that the media is all out. Commence march, right?
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, just like the guy said, we're still here, but a lot of the media is falling even further back. So I would not be surprised at all if these guys start advancing at this point.
You must return to your vehicles or return to your homes. You may no longer be in the area.
Why not?
It is no longer a peaceful protest.
Yes, it is.
You are not peacefully assembling.
Yes, I am.
Oh my God! Any excuse, bro? Any excuse?
I am peacefully protesting.
Return to your vehicles. Return to your homes. Failure to do so will subject you to arrest.
I hope it's worth it.
You must leave the area immediately.
So this is pretty much, I guess, the front line now. Me and my guy over here. The INFOWARS crew is close behind. But yeah, we're right up here, still on the front lines. They're back there, the crew's back there getting a few interviews. But yeah, they're trying to find out what's going on, how people feel about one guy. Yeah. Just one guy. I mean, you got 70 plus guys, heavy armor, snipers on the hoods. And now our peaceful protest is gone. And as I said last night, they told people to go home. In my mind, that's instituting a curfew. I mean,
it is. Oh, yeah. The chief of police said there is no curfew tonight. And then we heard him say, return to your homes or you will be subject to arrest.
Multiple times.
So those are pretty contradictory
statements. And he's not saying it like a suggestion.
Right. No, it's forceful.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm glad I'm not the only one.
This is our third warning now, right?
No longer peacefully assembling.
Yes, we are.
My hands are up, officer.
We are peaceably assembling.
Failure to do so will subject you to arrest. Leave the area immediately.
Okay, we look pretty peaceful. Me and my boy here, we got our arms up. Hands up, don't shoot. Hands up, don't shoot. I got mine up here.
Yes, we are.
Return to your vehicles, return to your homes. You will be subject to arrest.
Oh my gosh. So this is how it happens. This is exactly how it happens in the United States of America. I mean, when an officer killed somebody, that's okay. It's not a big deal. Oh man, somebody's throwing a freaking cocktail over there. Golly, bro, come on, don't do that. Golly, man. All right, so some guy just threw one of those flaming cocktails, Molotov, and okay, so we got two people out of hundreds. Yeah, and they could have caught that guy if they weren't so scared to step away from their line.
Right. Safety in numbers. To react?
I saw somebody throw a glass bottle. I'm not sure if that's what the original deal was, but I saw a glass bottle fly over my head and land on the ground. And I don't even think it got close to it. It was within the 25 feet. It didn't even get close to the nut. But yeah, that's the deal. And some guy was back there running off the throne in a cocktail. Like I said, if they wanted to, they got the numbers. They could have easily caught the guy. But that's not a priority. That's not a priority. Just you know, crushing the free spirit out here.
Good choice. Boys, I would not recommend that.
So these guys are inching up here. I'm not sure what these guys are up to.
Hey.
He's looking for something.
He's
looking. He maybe dropped the phone or something. This guy over here.
This is the bad time.
I don't know. Yeah, somebody threw a glass bottle. I don't know if that was the initial thing thrown, because I was like looking at my phone, and then everybody started running. I was like, where's everybody running? Then I saw the glass bottle come and crack. That's when they popped the smoke that I saw. And I was on the front line. I was like on the front line with this dude up here. So yeah, that's how it went down. So we had one guy throw a bottle, at least one guy, and then some other guy over here in the bushes or whatever threw a Molotov. But they didn't get anywhere close to him. I mean, he was running right through this field over here. Like somebody threw a Molotov. There is no fire. Like it hit the ground. I guess it hit the gravel over there, and it went out. And like I said, they got the numbers. They could have easily caught the guy if they weren't scared to step out of their alignment. But that's not an issue for them. All right, some more reports, INFOWARS.com.
Alex Jones here to break down some exciting developments in the area of research concerning supplemental iodine. It's nothing less than phenomenal. I began to get into iodine a few years ago because it was helping me and my family so much get healthy and detoxify. And I used some of the mainline iodine supplements and they upset my stomach and I had some issues with it. Until I discovered a product being developed by Dr. Group, who I was already interviewing as an expert on my radio show, and I began taking the product before he actually rolled it out. You now know it as Survival Shield True Nascent Iodine that your body can really absorb. Then, about a year ago, he said, listen, if you think this is powerful, I'm going to come out with rare earth, deep earth crystals that are incredibly powerful that no one else has as a source for their iodine from between 7,000 and 12,000 feet, literally drilled out of the ground. You put it on a hot plate and it turns into the pure gas. No one else has 99.99% pure iodine. And the results that I personally have had have been life-changing. I was over 270 pounds. And with the iodine, exercise, and better diet, I have lost now more than 50 pounds total, and I'm continuing to lose the weight. I have more energy, my libido, all this crap came out of my skin. I believe our research is conclusive. This is the best iodine out there. And I know this for a fact. Nobody else has got iodine based on these pure crystals, ladies and gentlemen. This is innovating. This is trailblazing. And the best part is it helps fund INFOWARS.com, the radio show, the TV show, the whole media operation promoting true libertarian ideas. For a limited time, experience the ancient power of Survival Shield X2. Take advantage of this unprecedented 30% off Super Detox Special at INFOWarsLife.com. This is Alex Jones for INFOWarsLife.com. The latest in preparedness is now here. An electrically stabilized colloidal silver solution that can be added to both your home cabinet and preparedness pack alike. Concentrated to 30 parts per million in what has been dubbed the Survival Silver Solution. The new INFOWARS Life Silver Bullet Colloidal Silver is the answer for you and your family. And it's entirely free of toxic artificial additives that are loaded into many products. The INFOWARS Life Silver Bullet Silver is so powerful that it is concentrated into a 2-ounce bottle and is not recommended for extended continual use. This is not a low-grade formula. We are working with one of the top laboratory manufacturers in the United States to bring you the best form of colloidal silver using electrical processes within a base of deionized water for your preparedness storage or your home kitchen. Purchase your bottle of INFOWarsLife.com Silver Bullet Colloidal Silver today and find other amazing supplements at INFOWarsLife.com.
Fitting that a free screen should sound the alarm against those who would destroy freedom. for in its power to deceive and inflame, or enlighten and inspire, the motion picture has no equal.
Welcome back to this live special edition of the Nightly News. I'm David Knight here with Leanne McAdoo. And what you were just watching before the Big Brother episode there, actually, I guess we could say that that's part of it. But what you were watching just before that was a collection of clips of events that happened yesterday and last night, because, of course, everything spun out of control last night. The police in Ferguson, Missouri came after journalists, shooting them with tear gas, shooting rubber bullets at them. One of our reporters, Joe Biggs, was shot with a rubber bullet, left a lot of damage. Actually, he showed pictures of signs that had been shot and holes in these signs. Those things are not really non-lethal. People have died from being hit by rubber bullets. So we shouldn't take that lightly. We saw pictures of police who were pointing weapons at people in the crowd, and of course, the dogs that this former police chief from Seattle had talked about. He said dogs have no place in a situation where there is a peaceful assembly or it's a civil rights demonstration, whatever. Going back, say we should have learned that lesson back in the 60s when we mistakenly turned the dogs on civil rights protesters. We've got Jakari Jackson is going to be joining us. I think, do we have him ready right now, guys? Okay. Let's go to Jakari. I want to get an update as to what's going on there and find out how things have changed, because we've heard that there's been some changes, not only in the fact that the police have been relieved of direct duty, essentially, putting the highway patrol, the governor's put the highway patrol in charge of that. We've also heard reports that perhaps the FBI may be put in charge of the investigation. Jakari, what's going on there now?
Well, this is Jakari Jackson for INFOWARS.com reporting from Ferguson, Missouri. Let's take a quick look, because this has been going on for the past couple of hours. This is a conservative 2,000 people. You can't really see. Hey, look, see, what, do you have something you want to say, miss?
Yes, I do. I think we all should come together regardless of our color. This is not just about Mike Brown, it's about other people across the nation getting murdered. I just watched a man get choked out over an altercation, and that was very disturbing to see. But our police should protect and serve, not murder and disturb. They're here to protect us, and they never do, seldom do. And I don't meet really nice cops in St. Louis, but I've been harassed before and almost slammed on the ground by a man for no reason. They had no description of the person. They said it was me, that's her, finna take me to jail. And I think we should all just watch out. We should
watch out for each other. Now, I don't know, were you here last night? Okay, now I would say that you were here. Come here. Come on, everybody. Let's get. Okay, so what do you think about the police response? Yeah, what do you think about the police response last night compared to today?
It was absolutely ridiculous. Today is different. They're mixed in with the crowd. Last night they were in tactical. I mean, they even had on these masks, these black masks. Some of them were in plain clothes, and they would jump into the crowd, with no name tags. They would not identify themselves. Then they would go back up behind the regular cops, and I got pictures and raw footage to prove.
I do too.
That the people were having a peaceful protest. The young people were not out here clowning. I came out here purposely at night.
What happened with that lie that they told, saying that people were throwing bottles and rocks and all that? Here's the people, here's the police. The media's right here. There's this room. Everybody can see. Where are the bottles and the rocks? Where's that happen at?
Now, one person did throw a bottle.
It went over my head and busted right in front of me when I was sitting there in front of the tactical vehicle on the left. Really? I was sitting down on the ground.
But I will tell you though, the one bottle, they had 70 plus guys in heavy armor. They could have caught that one guy if they wanted to.
Yeah. It's a big change from every night from tonight, because every night since Sunday, man, the police, it was a heavy presence, you know, and tonight the cops is non-existent and it's still no violence. That's all we wanted, man, just to hear our voice. We didn't need all that. I mean, but they scattered. But when we was out here before, they snipers, they got the beams on us and everything. You know what I'm saying? And it makes big tension, you know what I'm saying? So you can't tell us to go nowhere.
When you're laughing at you, when you're talking about Mike and how he was executed or murdered or however people want to look at it, and we're talking about it and people are on the loudspeaker expressing themselves, and you're sitting there hitting your baton and laughing at them and taunting them.
We saw him, Joe Biggs, show him the story about the guy who was laughing and
I was
giggling.
the far left side where the riot vehicle was, and the cop had the baton, and he kept doing this. And he had this sick, like, smile on his face. And he just kept looking, and people were walking up and say, hey, you need to act professional. You're here to do a job to protect